you beautiful Spark, and welcome back to another solo episode of Spark TV. I am your host, Danielle Lewis, founder and CEO here at Spark Business, and I'm so excited to be tuning into your ears today. I batch content, so I usually sit down and I record four, five, sometimes if I'm feeling very invigorated, more than that, episodes at a time. And so I feel like I haven't actually sat down and had a chat to you in a while. So I'm super excited to be back. I hope you are well. I hope you are, if you're listening to this on schedule, I hope you are planning for a restful holiday break that's coming up. I hope you're feeling good about 2024 and all of the amazing things that you've achieved in business, and not reflecting on any goals that maybe were on that piece of paper in January. Let me tell you, you have done enough. You are amazing. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. I just got off a podcast recording with the amazing Jo Fisher from Leadership Shapers. She is one of our Spark mentors. So if you are struggling with your mindset and clarity, go over to sparkbusiness.global/ I think it's mentoring, but you'll find it in the menu. Anyway, and we had this incredible discussion about life and business, of course. But it was really eye-opening because we were talking about the different seasons that we go through in life and how oftentimes women especially find it difficult to ask for help. And an analogy that we landed on somewhere in the conversation was around athletes. You know, you think about all of your favorite athletes, you know, even if you're not that into sport, but they always have a support crew, a support network. They always surround themselves with nutritionists, with mindset coaches, with therapists, with, you know, the sports person, whatever sport they're actually in, that coaches them. They have all of these people around them that help them perform the best they can possibly perform. And, you know, when you think about that, I like to think about life as a sport. So I like to think that, you know, we have a finite period of time on this earth, and you know, I personally want to be the best I can be in a whole lot of different areas. I want to be proud of the businesses that I build. I want them to be my standard of success. I want to be healthy enough to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor, not just now, but, you know, well into the future as well. I want to have great relationships, not only with my husband, but friends and family. I want to experience things that life has to offer. So I think of that as a sport. I think that, you know, there's a lot of things that I need to learn, improve, optimize, grow, if I'm going to get the most out of life, if I'm going to live life to the fullest and be proud of what I have done here on this planet. And so what I have done is I've created a life board. So we think about a board of directors, a board that a company might have. So my other business, Scrunch, has a board. It's a handful of people who are involved in the decision-making process. A couple of them have been shareholders over the years. Some have just been industry experts. And so we think about a board in a company sense of the board, but I like to think about my life board as well. And what that means is I think about all of the elements of my life that I want to be successful in. Health, mindset, wealth, relationships, all of those things. And so I think about, well, what people can I bring into my support network and onto my life board that are going to support that? So I have a kinesiologist, a regular therapist. I am a diabetic, so I also have health professionals around me. So my GP that I go and see, an endocrinologist, a bunch of people that support in the diabetes space. So you need a podiatrist and blah, 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 blah. I have my husband, who I consider the chairman of the board. That is a story that we won't share on the podcast. And yeah, so I think about all of these people that help me to grow in my life and be the best that I could possibly be, but that also help me shortcut success as well. So if I am wanting to learn a new skill, if I'm struggling with a problem, these are all people that I can go to get mental clarity, to improve my mindset, to help me overcome challenges, to ask me hard questions if it's just me that's getting in my own way. But it's been a really interesting way to think about life and creating that life board. That life board has also changed over the years. And also, these people don't know that they're on my life board. Let me be clear. I haven't appointed people to my life board officially. It is just a way of thinking about your support network. So I have a page in my ClickUp project management tool where I do write down my goals and my aspirations and affirmations that help me stay positive and stay on track. And I have a little section called my life board, and I think about all of the people that I want support from, who I know will help me be a better version of me, and I pop them down there. And that does change over time. It also changes as I meet new people and I think, oh my God, that person is incredible. I either want to be like them, I want to emulate some aspect of their life, or whatever it is. So people come and go onto this life board, and it makes sense for me at the time. But yeah, it's just been a really interesting frame on bringing in a support network and thinking about your life as if it is a sport. As I said at the start, oftentimes women feel bad asking for help, but we should have these conversations and reduce the stigma around that, because nobody at the top of their game doesn't have help. So again, nobody at the top of their game doesn't have help. Just let that sink in for a minute. So if it is, maybe it's, so I don't personally have children, but if you do, maybe a nanny is on your life board. Maybe there are people who help you manage the day-to-day to allow you the space to run your business, or, connect more with your kids, or whatever it might be. These are going to be different people depending on where you're at in life and what you want to achieve. But it's worth sitting down and being intentional about what it is you plan to do and what kind of life you want to live, so that you can engage the right people at the right time to support you. Anyway, that is my little tip for the day. Create a life board. Think about your life in its entirety and what you want to achieve, and who you can bring into your support network to help you live the incredible life that you were meant to live. I love you. I think you're amazing. Thank you so much for showing up here today. Thank you for showing up for yourself and backing yourself in business. I think you're incredible. And I'll see you or hear from you in the next episode of Spark TV. Have a beautiful day.